What's up, you guys? Today I'm not here with a book review, although I read many a book. I have been sick, my battery has died and we could not find the charger, all kinds of crazy stuff. I just had the camera stand not work, so my life has just kind of been like that. So I'm not really at the mental state right now to be able to do a book review. So I'm going to do a book haul from Colorado. I've gotten many books at BEA and stuff, so I haven't done a haul in a long time. I think my last one was like my spring haul, and it's really bad. But I was sick and I wasn't really enjoying Colorado because although it's like a pretty state, I'm like a skyscraper city kind of girl, so looking at all the mountains and stuff is not really my ideal thing. But I do really like like skyscrapers and city stuff, so we found this little mall, and I'm not a big shopper, I'm a girl, but I said, oh, I wonder if there's a Barnes & Noble there, and it was just going to be me and my dad, but it ended up being the whole family that decided to go to Barnes & Noble because I got sick and was throwing up, and they're like, oh, we'll need to make you feel better. Well, they volunteered to buy me more books, so I was okay with that. Well, enough expository, here we go. Here's the book I am currently reading, which is The Marked Girl by Lindsay Klingel. And I guess I'll kind of describe some of these. I may be completely wrong, but some of these I just picked up based off their descriptions. Usually I research books, but like I said, I've been out of my mind. This one, you can actually look at the book trailer. It has those awesome booktubers of Christine, Jesse, and Kat. I should have just said Booksplosion. But basically it's like this girl who's really into filming and directing, and while she's filming something, she ends up meeting these, they're not really creatures, but people from a different universe, and they're fighting, and there's earthquakes, and there's just hilarity happening, and she keeps running into them, but she has to teach them about our world. I put that on my phone. This is Rook. I'm not as familiar with it, but Jesse sold me on it when he said it's a dystopian that includes the outside world. I'm guessing there's some Paris in it. I don't really want to know too much because I don't want to spoil it. Sometimes if you read the back it spoils it for you, like the Testing trilogy. I mean, obviously, but this one is The Queen of Hearts, and I kind of just picked this up because it sounded interesting. I really like retellings, but I'm not really like a fairy tale person besides Once Upon a Time. So I thought, maybe this would have some of the political intrigue that I love. I've never read this author, so I thought I'd give it a go. Then there is Everything, which I know people are hating on me because I haven't read this yet, and I'm sorry, I really am. But it sounds like a really interesting book. I think it's on mental illness, which I love reading books about mental illness. When you have anxiety, it kind of, I don't know if it helps you, but it makes you feel like you're not alone, which is reassuring, and I guess that could be bad. And I actually almost met Nicola Yoon at BEA. This is The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. And it's just this really cool, like, evil villain retelling, and I usually don't, like, I just hit myself in the face with the book, you saw that, crush after the villains, but I like me some villains. They're creepy and interesting, and what's a story without a villain? So, The Shadow Queen has some interesting villains, and what is that called? Oh my god, somebody commented. What is it called when the font is raised? Raised font? Like, not, I keep thinking deckled edges because I'm looking at My Lady Jane. I am actually, like, distantly related with Jane Eyre, so, not Eyre, Grey. This is why you don't film videos at, like, 4 a.m. And this is just all the time I had. And so I know a lot about her, but this just seems, like, funny and, like, a lighthearted story. I'm not usually one for, like, chick flicks and stuff, but it looks like it has some oomph to it, and, you know, I like to laugh, so why not? Then I got this at Target when I saw it, and it's And I Darken, oh my gosh, let's do a 20% off sticker by Kiersten White. And Kiersten White is just Kiersten White, so I didn't even read the synopsis. I didn't know she had a new book coming out. I've been out of the book world so much, being in Stewie, Colorado, where there's like no internet access anywhere. And then this is by my girl, Beth Revis, which I think it's also about mental illness, but I'm not really know too much about it. I just know I had to pick it up. I have read every Beth Revis novel out there. I think I even got my best friend to start on one of my best friends to start on the Across the Universe trilogy. And I've talked to her on Twitter. I love her as a person. She's a really nice person. You know, she doesn't look like what you expect her to look, which, I mean, she looks pretty, but when I saw her, I didn't expect her to be that. But I really enjoy Beth Revis's take. She writes such rich stories and such interesting things that to me, I don't really need to know what her books are about. Some of them are about weirder things, but she hasn't disappointed me yet, so I'm going to just trust her. And then this one I bought at this really cool bookstore, which I actually encourage all of you to go to if you can. I forgot to mention this, but before we went, I had this real thing that I really wanted to go to this bookstore. It's called the Raven Bookstore. It's in Lawrence, Kansas, and because I'm from Missouri, we drove through Kansas to get to Colorado. And it's a beautiful bookstore. There's so many like cool editions of things, and there's so many just, I guess, interesting things there. And they have these two cats that are just everywhere. I mean, these cats were tired because it's like 100 degrees outside. Usually they like lay across your lap while you're reading, but it's one of those bookstores that's not, it's not like a big box bookstore. I actually wrote a review on Facebook if you can find it. It's just so interesting, and it's actually cool that my best friend who moved away, I keep saying best friend, Allie, we had like even a book club and everything. She used to love going down there and she reads books, so I picked up some cool books there. This one got kind of damaged because we rode like 10 hours in a car, but it just sounds like it's an adventure at a library. Like, I mean, I'm a professional fangirl. Can I get paid by that? So I think, why am I leaning so weirdly? I think that I relate to it. This is just a really interesting, I've seen this other places, and you're gonna think I'm corny, and I'm gonna just say that I am, but I love me some dystopians. Dystopians are just rad and awesome, and this just seems, I don't even know what this is dystopian, I forgot what it's about. It's been like weeks now. But it just seems so interesting, and it's got a nice feel to it, and I like the cover. Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover, and it's won a whole bunch of awards. It just seems really interesting to me, and I like it. And then we have this book that is a guilt thing of mine. I already have Scott Westerfeld's Afterworld, but look at this beauty. Look at it. I'm like stroking it. Can you see it? I feel like Grace Helbig. It's this drop of water on like a canvas, and it has a city in it, and it's so beautiful. I've already read this book, but look at it. It's got those black things, and it's like a nice paperback, like the Lux series. Oh, I just love this. I love it so much. And what's weird is I did not like Uglies at all. I don't even think I continued on with that series. I can't, when the first line is, the sky was the color of cat vomit. No, it's something about cat vomit. I can't remember the exact line because I didn't like it. But it's just so beautiful. And I didn't tell them that I already bought it because my dad was like, I'll buy you some more books. Shh, it's our secret. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I already don't have room on my shelves. Well, they are in my soul. But I love reading books, and I love opening myself up to new authors because I feel like every author has a story to tell. I really hope you guys go to an independent bookstore, you have fun on your trips, and I will see you soon. Goodbye!